Even though I know the statistics aren't great, I'm very determined. I have no choice, like I have to graduate, but there is sometimes like that nagging feeling in the back of my head, like, are you sure you can do this? I actually did apply in 2015, right out of high school, but that first semester, I was really struggling with my mental health and I had a suicide attempt. So I kind of just dropped out, went to rehab, just kind of was trying to get myself together. But ultimately, it was having children that motivated me to come back to school. My name is Carissa Vasquez, and I am studying at Los Angeles Mission College. I am a single mom of 2 beautiful babies. Their names are Nehemiah and Selah, and they are 2 and 4 years old. I am in the very beginning stages of my academic journey, so it'll be about 2 years for me to receive my associates in psychology.
When a single mother paves the way, when she completes, whether it's a certificate, whether it's a degree, she's not just completing for herself. She's probably the first in her family to complete her educational objective. And it's a huge responsibility. Let me go to college so I can transform the trajectory of not only myself as a mother, my children, my siblings, my extended family. 80% of our students are in some form of financial aid. 80% of our students are part-time. They work, they take care of their families, they were trailblazers in their family.
I currently work here at LA Mission College in the DSPS office, and I'm able to work here without it affecting my ability to receive CalWORKs benefits, like money for groceries and additional money to help with rent.
One of our strategies is keep students on campus. That improves their likelihood of taking another class, taking advantage of campus resources, and they're more likely to complete their goal. CalWORKs is a state-funded program specifically designed for our parents who are trying to finish their degree. So they go to school, we've got the childcare, and they have their job on campus. And it's just a beautiful model. It's wonderful when they can take advantage of also being employed on campus.
My name is Janet Sanchez, and I am here at Los Angeles Mission College getting a sociology and child development with special needs associates. I have 5 children, and their ages are 14, 10, 9, 7, and 3. When I was pregnant, my first child, I was already a dropout out of high school. My oldest kids got taken away from me because of addiction. My mom has custody, and they live in Lancaster. I was addicted to meth and marijuana, so that took me on a long road of addiction and homelessness, and I faced many struggles out in the streets. I am currently living at Hope Gardens with my youngest child, and that is a program for mothers with children that are facing homelessness and they're trying to get their life together.
Where does this go? Where are you going to school?
To be at Hope Gardens, you have to go through a set of classes that teach you how to be a better mom, spiritually, mentally, and physically. And they prepare you for the outside world so you don't have to face homelessness ever again.
I heard Janet's story through one of our CalWORKs workers. Her story was a huge inspiration to me, learning where she was coming from and learning that there was a lot more women just like her. My first invitation to Hope Gardens was just absolutely beautiful to see that these women have a safe place to raise their families, and they just needed maybe that extra connection to the community, and I believe that's where we were able to step in. What CalWORKs is doing in collaboration with Hope Gardens is that we are working together by bringing classes from Mission College to Hope Garden, and so that just makes it a little more accessible for the students that are there at Hope Garden. And it's also a way for us to just start building that community and that relationship.
A few years ago, the state of California refocused how they fund the colleges. And the focus was moving away from what we used to call butts and seats to completion. You know, it's not just about bringing them in, but it's about how we support single moms to reach their goal. What are we doing outside of the classroom to get them to the finish line?
I'll have a student say to me, you know, Sally, being in this CalWORKs program has allowed me to come back to school because I don't have to worry about childcare. I don't have to worry about buying my textbooks. Janet is our very first graduate from Hope Gardens. She's been that glimpse of light where the women at Hope Garden are able to view her and see themselves in her. So they're able to come back. And so I have noticed that an enrollment increase. I've been able to see just the women be able to find a place that they can come and trust. So a lot of times they weren't sure where to go to. And I believe Janet has really been that trailblazer, and she's paved the way for a lot of women there.
I want to be able to work with moms that are suffering through addiction. You know, I was there, I got my kids taken away, but I want to be hope for other moms, you know, for other women out there that are struggling with the struggles that I struggle with.
I feel like my son is proud, and he sees me doing homework, and he comes home and he goes, Mommy, Mommy, you know, it's time to do my homework. I'm gonna do my homework. He sits at this little table and, you know, he shows me like he's very excited to do something that Mommy gets to do too.
Today, I'm very proud of myself. My kids look up to me a lot. I never expected myself to be here today and be coming to school. I never even imagined my life being the way it is today. If you would have told me 4 years ago, oh, you're gonna get your high school diploma, you're gonna be in college, you're gonna graduate college, I would have never believed you.
I didn't even think I was gonna live to see past 18. So to even have children and to experience truly their unconditional love, I wish I could give younger me a glimpse of that, because that's my reason for everything. There is light at the end of the tunnel, and there is a community waiting to surround you, and all I really had to do is just voice it.